Hi, Jade.
Hi, Lindsay.
How are you?
I am better now that we're about to record. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good considering I'm on day one of my period.
Bless.
Yes. Bless this mess.
Hey, y'all.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to
Hi, vibes.
Low Tolerance.
And we're here with episode 8.
I can't believe it.
Oh my gosh, we're like batching episodes.
We are batching episodes. We're almost into double digits. I know that 8 is not a double digit, but it's almost. What do you guys think? I think we've gotten some good feedback. And I don't mean all positive. I just mean constructive feedback.
That reminds me.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Yes. But we've gotten feedback from y'all about our topics, the episodes. Sometimes we get tech feedback, which we also super, super appreciate. So please do not hold back.
Yeah.
But we'd love to hear what you're thinking, what you'd like to see more of, what you want to see none of, maybe. Do you have a segment idea? I don't know that we're doing segments, but we'd consider it.
We could go full on variety show. We could tap dance.
Can I get one of those, like the giant canes to pull people off the stage?
Yes.
Okay.
Just don't use it on me.
I will probably have to use it on myself because sometimes I just don't know when to stop.
Okay, we'll add it to our Amazon wish list. Large cane. Some of my favorite pieces of feedback. One of my clients in Portland, she's like a young mom, and like her life is like she has 2 kids in diapers, like just consumed with that part of her life because that's just where she's at. But she started listening to the pod and she texted me and she's like, "Hey, I just want to let you know, like, everything you guys talk about with manifesting and making your little vision boards and being intentional," she's like, "all of that is real and it all works. And I used to really focus on it. And it was something that like I loved for myself." And she's like, "You've inspired me to do it again."
Yay.
Like, that's just like those words, like we're inspiring someone.
Thank you for listening. And I'm glad. I think Lindsay is so good at the manifestation and really articulating it well. So I'm glad that the conversation is inspiring.
Yes.
I have yet to really dig in.
That's true. You and I talk about it all the time.
I will say that I have been noticing a lot of synchronicities lately.
Yeah.
Especially in the past few weeks. You guys may not know, but I broke up with my boyfriend, and breakups are tough. I will say that kind of getting back in your energy is tougher sometimes than others. But this week, I have found a sand dollar on the beach every single day.
Like, not broken?
Not broken.
Wow.
I'm rich. And also 444 has been coming up constantly in a way that I never noticed before. Cause I'm an 1111 girly.
Yes.
But 444 just everywhere. The time, I'll look down at a podcast and that's the time in the podcast. There's a number as I'm looking at spreadsheets, just everywhere.
So what does that mean? What's 444, like the angel number? What does it mean?
I have literally no clue. But I think just noticing the patterns, and I know some of it is just frequency bias. Once you notice something, you see it more often.
Yeah.
But I'm choosing to take it as a sign. Mostly the sand dollars, though.
No, the sand dollars is major. Seeing numbers, though, I think I know that they're supposed to mean something.
Hold on, let me look it up.
Okay. I've also gotten other good feedback from people, like another client of mine just last week, a kind of newer client here in LA, said she binged every episode and that it's
Thank you.
I know.
Oh my God, that's cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yay, thank you.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for listening. It means so much to us. And like, we are so dedicated to this project. It definitely is like a passion project for us, but we want to see it grow into more. And I can see it. Like, it's not even like I want to see it. I can't wait to experience it because I see it.
I do too. I really believe it and feel it. And I think the thing that's been holding me back, and I think the thing that's holding me back from a lot of the manifestation, is trying to see the how and the mechanics of A to B.
You can't do that.
I know, but this, like, I feel it, I see it, I believe it.
Yeah.
And I honestly, we do a little bit of planning in terms of recording and things that we need to get done logistically and just operationally. But man, I don't have a 6 month, 1 year, 2 year, 5 year plan for my life generally, and certainly not the podcast. And
Yeah.
it's still something that I just fully feel.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. I love where it's going. I'm just so excited.
I know, me too.
Okay.
Oh,
444. What's it mean?
444. This is from howtodiscuss.com. So
Helpful.
who knows the credibility of this, but I will not fact check. 444 means that your angel or divine force is trying to communicate with you. It's an angel number, the number of protection, encouragement, honesty, and inner wisdom.
Hmm.
444 also serves as a clue in finding the truth.
Ooh.
I would consider myself a truth seeker.
You would or you wouldn't?
I would. Why not?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. No, you guys, seriously though, words really are powerful. And yes, I mean that in the sort of spellcasty universal way, but also they really do influence your mindset. And I think when I talk about energy, I'm usually talking about both channels. So both that kind of woo-woo, spiritual, the universe, energy, we're all connected, and also just what you put your energy toward, you will see results.
Yes.
So,
I recently, this last week, had my cousin staying with me. She's my only female cousin, and she's also my only cousin who is like out.
ah, I love it.
Yes. So she came to visit us, and Lola and I, we do our gratitude practices. And we also we do this thing of like making our manifestations more real, I guess, of like, when like you're told to like, it's like 11:11, make a wish.
Yeah.
And then people like silently do it. We say it out loud. And that like more of our wishes happen that way. It's just like saying it out loud because it's more powerful. So we were doing that while she was there. And so it'd be like, 11:11, make a wish. And so we'd all make a wish and I'd be like, Alexa, like, what's the wish? And she'd be like, oh, I don't know. Like she's not used to saying any of it out loud.
Yeah.
And like Lola and I were doing our gratitude, and it's not that she doesn't have anything. Of course, she has like wishes and hopes and like
Of course.
also things she's grateful for, but like she's so not used to saying it out loud. And like by the end of the week that or her time that she was here, she was so much more comfortable doing it and like more able to like spout it all off, and it really makes such a big difference. And it was just like something I noticed, and you just like it's so helpful to be in those kinds of habits because then they become your norm. Like Lola and I do it every day, and like at any point. So it was just kind of cool to see, and they really do have power. And at first like she didn't know what to wish for, and I'm like, girl, what do you mean? Like, do you not want for anything? Like, and some people I get are like very content. Like, I know my personality is very much like more and growth and all of that. And I know some people aren't like that. Like, they're really happy living their life the way that it is. They don't need more. But she finally told me, she's like, I really need a new car. I was like, "Oh my gosh, hello? Like, get yourself a car, you know?" So she started wishing for her car and she started making it like a goal, like within 3 months, she's gonna have a new car.
I love it. And she is.
And she is.
You raise an interesting point about contentedness and how the more is not necessarily materially more. It's I want to grow, I want to experience things. It's just anything.
Yes.
Because I think when I look around and I think about on the material end, I'm great.
Yeah.
Of course. Are there things I want? Of course. But do I need anything? No.
Yeah.
And so for me, it is more about like this podcast, for example.
Yeah.
Let's grow it. Let's make something we continue to be proud of. Let's innovate on how we do it, when we do it, where we do it, who is involved, all of those things. Let's grow.
Yes.
And I think on the personal level too. I mean, do I think that they're going to be material perks of that? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm here for those too.
Yeah.
And I know this is true for you too. The motivation is really about what can you achieve? What can you put into the world? How do you show up for the world and use your unique talents and abilities? And how do you give that more of a space and a stage?
Yes. And I think that's when all of the other things come.
I just feel so joyful when we do this.
Yeah, I just really love talking about all of that kind of stuff. And in terms of the podcast, like I just can't wait to see it grow and be successful and like those terms and what it means to us, you know?
Yeah, I think that's right. That sounds
Yeah.
spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of words being powerful though,
Yeah.
we have haters.
Oh my God. Congratulations. You guys, we have haters and it's men.
Group of men.
We woke up the other day after posting like a TikTok video and then an Instagram Reels video. Well, like it was on all of our platforms.
Yeah.
It was like a little clip from one of our previous episodes. And I would love to read the comments that
Yes.
we received.
Yes.
My top two favorite ones.
So I have to say that I don't get a lot of negative comments on Instagram. And I was pleasantly surprised to wake up and read the comments and just be so gleeful that we had haters.
I've had haters frequently on my page destroying my work. At first, I was like, holy shit, this is like my art,
Yeah.
you know? And like it used to really affect me. But it no longer does because I'm so used to it. And it's like every time it happens, I'm like, ooh, we're hitting people, honey.
Honestly, people are paying attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So D West 312 on Instagram says, now I have to carve out my eardrums after listening to two shrieking narwhals cackle like this. So vapid. It is completely insane, though, that that guy could be dumber than they are in sound.
Okay. Can we? The reason I love this one so much is, first of all, narwhals. Love them. They're the
Love them.
unicorns of the sea. So thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I actually have a pair of socks that has like unicorns on one side and then the narwhal on the other side.
I will say that I actually first heard about narwhals through kind of woodcuts from the 1800s. I didn't know that they were real until, I'm not going to say recently, but probably past 10, 15 years, I found out they're real.
Oh, wow. That's
Mhm.
pretty recent.
Pretty recent.
You
So
just thought they were this like ethereal, mystical sea creature.
yeah, akin to a mermaid,
Yes.
etc. Because
Yes.
you know, the siren song of the sea and the narwhals are frolicking.
Yes. So I love that. I think we should, and to like commemorate our haters, like the beginning of it, maybe we put a narwhal on a hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe the hoodie has a narwhal tusk or
Yeah.
horn.
A horn.
A
for
horn.
Sure.
I know it's not a tusk.
Like on the hood.
Yeah. I don't want that, but I'm just saying that maybe it's a thing that could exist.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I probably wouldn't wear it.
I would not wear it.
Okay, so scratch that. We want to sell these so people will wear them.
Yes.
But anyways, D West 312, who I just want to comment. He yeah, he's just a bald man.
What I like about his comment though is that he clearly listened to
The whole thing.
yes.
Mhm.
I think that's great because the whole arc of the story was about something specific that some random guy did, which means he listened through to see what happened.
Yeah.
And frankly, I know I have a voice.
Okay, also, if it was so bad, why did you keep listening?
Well, that's exactly it.
And also, I know what our voices sound like. I am so aware.
I am aware of the fact that I will go somewhere and somebody will come up to me and say, "Oh, Jade, I thought I heard your voice." And they will come from miles away.
Oh, yes.
I'm aware. And, you know, y'all are listening. Y'all are aware. And
Yeah.
so if it's a problem for you, we appreciate you listening, but you don't have to.
Yeah. And if it's also a problem for you, I don't give a shit.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
I'm not for everybody. I'm for most people.
You're for a select echelon of person. And that is perfect.
As are you.
Thank you.
And your voice.
Thank you.
Because your voice is my voice.
It is. and our voice be carrying. I have heard that my entire life.
I was
Everywhere I've worked, my whole family. I had an ex-girlfriend who used to go like this to me in order just to turn me down when I was, what did he say? Shrieking and cackling
I will
as I do.
yes, my ex-husband would do something similar. All kind and all in and with love.
Yeah.
And also, he was not wrong.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I found myself getting really excited on a conference call today. And I literally had to go, oh my God, I am literally screaming. Sorry. It's
Yeah.
just that I'm really excited.
Yeah. Also, though, on that video where we got the hater, I feel like we were speaking so calmly. Like
Yeah.
we were just telling a story.
But you know what, though? I was talking to my coworker yesterday about a guy, a high net worth guy that I did some contract work for, some event stuff. And he was so unprofessional. And he would call and text at 6 a.m. over and over and over again, and then text again and say, pick up the phone. I'm not mad at you. I just need to talk to you. Things like that. And I was not getting paid well enough for this. I was not a personal assistant. I was hired to do a specific job. And finally, I talked to my old boss and she said, Jade, life is too short. You got to fire him as a client. And I said, okay. So I went in, I was really calm. I was seething because I was so annoyed at him, but I was calm. My voice was even. The things that I said were direct, etc. And he looked at me and said, you don't have to bring so much emotion into it. Why are you being emotional? This is just business. And I said, yeah, this is exactly right. This is just business. So no hard feelings, but I'll finish X, Y, or Z deliverable. And then here's where you can mail my final check. And he was so caught up on this idea that I was being emotional when he was getting so flustered.
Yes.
And it's wild though. It's wild that we are the emotional ones and yet men behave the way they do.
So dramatic. So moving on to the next comment, it's in the same vein. Jake underscore Freeman 1010 also commented, their voices are the worst. Sick face emoji.
Oh,
We made him feel sick.
well, he makes me feel sick.
I tell you what, when I went to Jake's profile, he also made me feel ill. And he didn't even have to say anything. Just from looking at a couple of the pictures of himself, I thought to myself, wow, sick emoji, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? He'll be just fine.
He's fine.
And
He's
we'll be
living
just fine.
life as Jake underscore Freeman 1010. And he somehow found our content. And I hope he's feeling better.
Jake, call in.
Jake, you good? Wait, I don't care. But anyways, that was fun to see. Somebody else commented like, good luck, ladies. And I couldn't, it was another guy.
It's somebody I know. And
Oh.
so I was like, thank you. Cause I read it at first, like, thank you. But I know him, like, I've known him forever.
Okay.
And he is not like that.
Oh.
So but I still don't know why he said that.
I don't know. It was a weird comment.
It was a weird comment. And I thought about it later.
Yeah.
So Obstacle Corpse, let us know. Cause I know we're friends. And you have really cute dogs and your wife is lovely and you have a beautiful home. So
good for him.
I hope you didn't mean anything by it because I like you. Wait, what was the first guy? Dev? Kevin?
I don't know.
To our haters, it sounds like one of you got sick and one of you has destroyed your eardrums, and we hope you're feeling better.
Yes. Thoughts and prayers in the most basic way. That doesn't mean anything. On TikTok, there was people fighting in the comments because the caption said, I think I wrote like, are men okay? Are we okay? Is anyone okay? And then it was the story. And this girl's like, okay, but like, why just men though? And like, then a girl was like, they literally said like, is anyone okay? Like, are anyone? And they were like going off, like fighting in the comments. And I'm like, oh, that's another really good sign. So like haters and people fighting in the comments.
You guys, have we made it?
I know. Are we successful?
We are successful.
See, this is one of the things, like my version of success, hate online.
My version of success is not hate online. So guys, if you haven't started yet, please don't.
But it was really fun to see. So shout out to the haters.
Shout out to the haters. I feel like it's like the modern equivalent of Sex and the City when Smith Jared starts getting ogled by the gay guys. And Samantha goes, first the gays, then the girls, then
Yep.
everybody.
Yes.
That feels right. First the haters, then the fighting,
Yeah.
then
Then everybody.
then everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Hi, everyone. It's me, Lindsay. And a little bit into this current episode, Jade and I were attacked by Mercury retrograde, and it involved our mics and our recording and just some really unfortunate technological difficulties. So we are leaving it as is and just having episode 8 primarily be a love letter to our haters. We love you guys. Thank you for hating on us. And to our listeners who love us, thank you for loving on us. We are so grateful. And Jade and I promise to get stronger each Mercury retrograde. So don't forget to keep your vibes high, your tolerance low, or wherever it needs to be, and stay vibey. We love you guys.